Here we go. Here we go. We're about to get this fucking party started. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
We are live. Here we go. What up, what up? This is the motherfucking Beat Table with ELEOHAH, where we interview producers and beat makers and find out why they do what they do. And finally, we have
Apakalips.
Apakalips in the motherfucking building. The weather threw us back a little bit when last week it was raining, literally just like
snowing and shit. I think when last time I was supposed to come here, it was fucking snowing and shit.
Like the weather literally changed like within like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago it was fucking cold and cloudy and raining, and now it's like fucking hot. I need to go buy an AC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, pull that a little bit closer to you. Yeah,
check.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so damn, what's up, Dad?
Yeah, thank you for having me over here. What the fuck? I see everything that you're doing over here for the producer community. I could say, which is something that I think it's lacking right now more than anything.
Yeah.
But props to you and everything that you started and have kept moving, and hopefully it just gets better from going forward.
No, and honestly, I thank you guys, bro, because you guys always invite me, to your gatherings and events and private, beat sessions, and big ups to Random, to what is it, Flourish and Prosper.
Yeah, FMP, Flourish, Prosper,
and big ups to Gloss and Warlock and all of them, because you guys always invite me to what you guys are doing, and it's like, damn, that shit's.
It's music. It's and that's one thing I think with us is it's like if you have that same love and passion for the music, it's like, yeah, come on down. But you got a lot of people that just want to hang out and smoke and drink, and that's all good as you're doing it, But when you could come in the studio,
concentrate on the craft,
exactly. Don't waste no time, and put some effort into shit.
Hey, so congratulations to you. You won the 500 followers fucking speaker, bro. When I seen it was you, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what a fucking coincidence that we're supposed to have that interview 2 days later.
Right. No, and it was funny because Warlock tagged me. And he's like, oh shit, Apakalips won it. I was like, oh shit, I won this movie. And I was literally like, oh wait, 7:30. And I think by the time I checked, it was like 7:40. But man, big ups on that shit. What the fuck?
Oh, wait till you see the 1,000 followers.
Oh, wow.
Imagine the first giveaway was a pair of speakers.
So if I win that shit, then that's
you're definitely gonna be
conspiracy theory. And
yeah,
shit.
You're definitely gonna be. Everybody's gonna be interested on the next giveaway. I'll tell you that, dude. It's gonna be. I'm literally stacking for it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna cost a pretty penny.
Yeah. Hey man, I mean, it's like you got to continue that business mind, and you know what I mean. Include that shit with the music, and
it's for the love. You know what I'm saying? It's for the love because. I make beats, and I remember, starting off making beats, I didn't have a lot of, financial help. I had to do everything on my own, you know what I'm saying? And, I didn't really have nobody to be like, oh man, like, yeah, I'm gonna hook you up or whatever. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to do with the Beat Table with a certain amount of followers. Once I do that, then nobody has to enter with usually when people do a giveaway they do $2 gets you one ticket,
raffle or something.
Raffle, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm giving it away for free. All you gotta do is the rules on the fucking post, follow them, and you could possibly win for free a fucking good item. And those
that's what I did. I followed the rules.
Yeah, and those items is these speakers. Yeah, and these speakers are fucking nice.
I trust me, I've been using them.
And I like using these sometimes more than my Rocket 8s.
But you know, those obviously depending on what you're listening to. But
I'm
these
like
have,
mixing and mastering.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, yeah.
Yeah, but when you're making a beat, it's like, yeah, I'd rather hit the eights and shit.
Exactly.
Feel that
The
thump.
KRKs.
But all right, so where are you from?
Man, I'm Chicano, born Los Angeles County Hospital, raised from Pasadena all the way throughout the SGV.
Mm.
San Gabriel, Rosemead, literally. But my heart is Pasadena.
Oh, okay. So
Uh,
like that way coming this way.
yeah, above the 210 right there.
Because you asked me where the studio was at, and I told you, you're like, oh yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah, no,
And usually nobody knows.
yeah, no, I mean, I know exactly. This would be my area,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
But
That's dope.
I moved to the 909, the IE.
Uh-huh.
Ended up buying a crib over there. Shit changed, sold the crib.
Yeah.
Now I'm in Kentucky right now. But that in itself is a whole other conversation. But over there right now. But yeah, man, fucking
That's dope.
Chicano, Mexican blood. Look like the white boy El Güero.
El Canelo, or what do they call it? No, because that's red hair.
Yeah, that's
You gotta have red
that's
hair for that
ginger
shit.
right there.
Oh,
That's that ginger. No,
that's
fucking doing
crazy.
this.
So you went to school in like Pasadena.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up right there, like as a teenager?
It was more my elementary years back then.
Okay.
I moved over to more San Gabriel, Temple City, that area when I was in high school. But again, it was just like either I was evicted with the fam or had to change spots, whatever the fuck it was. But no, I mean it was a lot of Latino, a lot of brothers out there.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of Asians back then.
There wasn't?
I can't remember there being.
Because now it's like,
Well, I'm looking at like, okay, so 75
now.
75, right? 75 is when I took that first breath, but I'd say like 80, 84 is when I started this whole journey. When I was like 9 years old,
Really?
break dancing with my older brother.
You started hip hopping in '84.
Bro, I literally burnt my ear one time from trying to do head spins. Like I burnt the top of my ear. Yeah, no, I think just when
I was 3 years old.
No shit.
I was 3 years old.
Well, fucking don't rub that shit in. I mean, what the fuck? You're talking about her.
You're lucky. You got to. I wish I got like a little bit more of a head start, because I didn't start listening to hip hop till I was like 9 years old. But when I was 9 years old, it was barely like 89.
Yeah, I was
like
already
89.
I was already like super.
Yeah, you're really deep. You're deep in, dog.
The Running Man, the Rabbit, like heavy in that shit. That was
That's
the only
crazy.
thing. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, in that era, I bet you was still like fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think at that era too, it was like the motherfuckers were barely holding on to what the '80s was, because. I remember when, like I said, we were talking earlier, Goof Troop, Breakers, whatever, where I came from originally. Shouts to all my people out there, Dope Man, Warlock, Boogeyman, Scarecrow.
Warlock was part of Goof Troop?
Not that Warlock, but Warlock.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant.
But no, he used to be called Goofy back in the days. Big, tall, skinny, big-eyed caterpillar, highbrow motherfuckers pop locking on the dance floor, crazy back in the days. But that's where all that shit started from.
Yeah.
But man, you're talking some. Back when like hip hop was at its purest,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And then they name it the golden era, or the whatever you want to put that part.
Yeah, that timestamp.
Exactly that.
Because once the '90s came in, I really feel like, okay, I got this part, and I
Oh
don't
man.
think it was as nice as the
No,
'80s.
no, because but like I said, we would start breakdancing, and
Hmm.
motherfuckers would be capping on us because you were popping.
They didn't know what you're doing.
We were still popping, and be like, man, that shit. It was all jungle days. It was the abstract
Hmm.
days. It was the X Clan, Intelligent Hoodlum. If anybody listens to that shit still right now, shouts to Brother Jay. That's my dude, X Clan
Mm.
crew like man, that was a whole other.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's and that's cool because I've never really talked to anybody that like was in that era because you could literally say you're an '80s kid.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you were born in the
75,
in the
man.
'70s, right? So it's like you saying you're an '80s kid is crazy because I watched videos growing up.
Yeah.
Fucking Beat Street and fucking what was it? Electric Boogaloo, fucking breaking.
Yeah.
Breaking and
Like
shit.
it too.
Yeah, and all that shit. And I'm just like,
Shit,
man,
the Warriors,
that
fucking
era
Tempered
looks,
Leather.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that era looks dope, dude. Because once it popped into the '90s,
Yeah,
it
but
was
that's what I'm
different.
saying. It was like they, everything changed. As far as like, I think it's kind of like technology. You look at how shit was in 2000. Like it was like, oh shit, phones and.
Do you have pictures of when you were young?
I have some, but
Like all hip hop out?
it wasn't about that back then, bro.
Like how did you dress?
I mean, big
Like
ass
jeans?
Dickies or
You
big
did? Okay.
hockey jerseys, or it would be before then. Obviously, the suits.
Yeah.
It was always Adidas suits. You know what I mean? You always had. Are you kidding me? I could have a shelter collection. Like I have hemp shell toes. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you like the shell toes?
Oh man, I was a shell toe head.
Man,
Back-
that's dope.
I have the Adidas logo tattooed right here on me.
No,
The leaf. The leaf, bro. I drew that shit.
that's
I got that
sick.
shit tattooed on me.
That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, music's definitely that big
Damn,
factor.
That's crazy, dude. Like
Yeah.
just hearing that is insane to me because all I did was watch movies on that shit. Like I never, talked to anybody or was able to like, question somebody like what it was like. Cause my dad grew up like as like, like a cholo, like a lowrider guy.
Yeah.
So his conversations was different. I wasn't into that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know like '80s hip hop and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But then you think of back then, like one of my first tapes, besides like it was like Houdini,
Oh yeah.
freaks come out at night
Yeah.
type
Oh,
shit. You
man.
know what I mean? But that was like when it was like, oh shit. Saw my brother who was like 4 years older than me. He started breakdancing, and then it was like, shit, I want to do that. I always want to do everything I want to do. That if
So damn, so he's probably like one of the first cats to like be involved in hip hop, right? Because
No.
when did he get involved? Like in the
No, I mean,
70s?
back then it was like, I think everybody wanted to break dance, bro.
Damn.
Everybody.
But it was different music.
Music wise,
It was
no.
like
I
old
mean,
school shit, huh?
yeah, no.
Yeah.
That was like, you're talking about, a bibbidi bop, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
like,
Bars.
exactly. Barras.
Barras. So did you grow up with like a big family or a small family?
I mean, it's 3 kids. I'm a middle child and a little sister. Shouts to Merm and my older brother, Omar, Ramo, Beach Street. No, it's funny.
But that was his name backwards, huh?
Yeah, exactly. His name was Omar.
Yeah, straight Ramo? That's the OG right there?
That's how I know.
I'm about to get a signature
It
from
was
Omar.
the movie, motherfucker. He was my brother named Omar, and I called him Ramo.
Did he keep your feet?
Yeah, actually, no. Well, he got into the whole gang side of shit.
Oh, so he tagged and shit, but not. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's dope, man. Big ups to Big Bro, man.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's three kids, mom and pops. They ended up separating at a certain point. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just kept it pushing, and I got a big family, you know. I'm one of those people, and I'm sure everybody can relate to that. Where, oh, my mom has a million fucking family members, you know,
Yeah.
and then my dad's side, it's like it's a shitload of them.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
you always had somewhere to be
exactly, exactly.
and hang out with cousins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was literally just talking with my primas about that. Big ups to Big Verge and Marina. Fucking, I was like, man, like we used to chill all the fucking time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then as you get older, it's like life comes and now you're an adult, you're adulting and shit. And now it's just like,
yeah, no, and even more when you involve kids and you know what I mean.
Yeah, even though you guys even though like we end up having kids, it's still hard. Like you can't really connect, you know, because it's like you got to do so much shit and take care of business and all that, and it's like.
Well, it's just your schedule is no longer your schedule. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we run off there.
Belongs to the man.
It's off the man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So who would you say or what got you involved in hip hop? Because you said at an early age.
I think it was, you know, obviously like music was always in the house, you know, my mom or my pops, mainly my pops, but he was on some old, like off the wall shit at times, you know what I mean? Like, you know, go from Chente to Air Supply, you know what I mean? Like, be like, what the fuck?
Whatever his vibe was.
Exactly. But, you know, I remember records and, you know, when I was a kid and, again, my brother was already ahead of the game, so, you know, I always followed his shit.
Yeah.
But I think my music love was very all over the place, like eclectic wise. Like, you know, my favorite band of all time is Pink Floyd.
Yeah, no, I think I mean I think a lot of people could say that they're so instrument, you know, the way they play their instruments and the way, you know, he sings and
well, it's like their mind is playing the instrument. That's what I feel like. When I hear them, I mean, I've seen them in live and shit, but I feel like their brain is playing the shit, and it, you know, you end up looking at their mind almost make you feel that shit. But
and their artwork is always like,
oh man, yeah,
their artwork is always like some crazy shit, and their videos, their music videos.
The Wall alone, man.
What was it called? The Wall, right?
The Wall, yeah. Man, you put on. Remember, that's for all the new generations that don't know about this shit, but put on Wizard of Oz, wait for the third growl from the MGM dragon or lion, and then push play on Dark Side of the Moon.
And just let it repeat, huh?
And when the song Money starts is when you'll be like, oh shit.
I did that on mushrooms.
Yeah.
I did that.
That's the only way you can.
And I was like...
Yeah, I remember that shit. Nobody believed me on that shit too.
Yeah, I tell people that to this day. I told my wife, I was like...
That's how you know you've been around.
Yeah.
Like playing Prince, Darling Nikki backwards on wax.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you get a whole message.
Exactly. For real.
That's crazy.
That's that old school shit, man.
And you know, like I still do that on my music. Like I'll put like reverse vocals and hope that somebody will play it, you know, in reverse while the other way. So they can hear what I'm saying and be like, hey, I heard that shit that you said at the end of your record. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. So who would you say got you inspired to even be like, you know what? I'm going to fucking start creating like some hip hop shit.
You know, I've always been affiliated in some way or another, crew wise and hip hop wise, you know, whether it was a graffiti crew, breakdance crew, MC crew, Area 51, which is something, you know, random. I met Random when I was 21 years old, so I've known him for like 25 years, 26 years now. But though I think it was a culmination of big conglomerate of people, you know, like that basically brought that love. But you know, for me, I think I learned the most. Again, and I'll bring up, you know, my big brother Broadway. He truly showed me what it was to produce, you know. There's, I think, a very fine line when it comes to beat makers and producers. And there's obviously no disrespect to either one. But he showed me what it was to start a song and finish it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times us as beat makers or producers, we just make a bunch of shit. You know, it's
forget
like,
about the detail of it.
you know, and it could be from, oh my god, that snare needs a little more verb, or put a gate on it, close it. You know, wait a minute, that kick is sounding too open. You know, tighten it up. You know, shit like that. But he made me look at every aspect of what it was. You know, it's just like the 1 2 3 kick hat snare, kick hat snare, kick hat snare. It was that formula, and he helped me figure out my own formula. And I think that's a lot of what is very lackluster right now.
Yeah.
Is that everybody want to be Dilla. You know, everybody want to be Premier and chop shit up, and you know, try to literally follow track step by step. And again, no disrespect, because some of that shit comes out dope as fuck.
Yeah, they're just trying to get that template and
exactly.
Like, oh yeah, I'm making beats.
But that's dude. Look at all this AI shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man, they're gonna fuck it up for everybody.
I think the people that do tight beats, I think it's gonna fuck them up. But like I remember me selling beats, you know, back in the days, and getting really in tune with like you know, artists and shit like that.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, can I get a Migos type beat? I'm like, nah, I don't do that, dog. Like,
yeah.
Like, sorry, like I make LOA type beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Either you're gonna like them or like, or not.
Yeah.
You know, my bad. Like, I just don't do those type of shit.
And that's why they're either coming to or they're not. You know, and I think that's, you know, like right now it's literally like insert rapper, insert snare, insert kick. Nothing is made in the sense of actually putting effort and time. There's that same
organically.
That same, and I guess you could look at it the other way. You know what I mean? Put the shoes on the other. You know what I mean? The other way around. Like them saying, "Oh, well, it's the same break beats and the same." You know, yeah, but we're getting shit from 1969, 75, 82. You know, you guys are getting some old synthesized fucking full wave that all I got to do is insert, and then everything's already laid up. You know, you know, but it goes. I think it's just such a broad discussion, only because it's the same discussion of producers that say, I sample from records to I sample from MP3s online. You know, just because you sampled from a record does not make your beat doper. But just because you sampled it from an MP3 doesn't mean that your beat is less weaker. You know, I have my years of records and fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I used to collect a lot of records, and I just got tired of it.
Exactly.
Like,
no, and
I was like, man, I'm not even using them. Like,
bro, you end up getting you know, you will find those gems. But I know I've gone online and I've found some funk from 1974 from Russia.
Yeah, exactly.
That I'll never find ever in my life ever again.
On a record, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I guess it. I don't know. I almost feel like production is almost like politics, sports, and religion.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like you just can't talk about it with certain people, and some people are they look at things a certain way. There's those people that are analog and digital. There's those people that still fuck with tape, and ADATs, and you know, being like.
I think to each their own. You know what I'm saying?
And
like to each their own. Like if that's what you like to do, like I respect it. You know, and I feel like I should be respected as well. You know, like I'm not like fucking hardcore. Like I just love doing it. I love creating. I love picking up a pencil and drawing. I love turning on my laptop and making a beat. And you know, it's just like I make money other ways. You know, I don't just make money off of music, but it's like if you want to, you know, sample off a record, sample off a record. If you want to sample off of YouTube or Spotify, sample off of YouTube or Spotify. Like, fuck it. Who cares? As long as that shit's knocking. You know what I'm saying? As long as that shit's nice.
I find myself digging on YouTube, like going through a rabbit hole fucking. Sometimes I'll set up all my shit and, you know, be ready to make a beat, but then I'll start going through, you know, if I find a certain playlist or just somebody's channel, and then, you know, it always pushes you to another thing and another thing. And I just sit there for like 3-4 hours just listening to shit.
Yeah,
And by the time I find something, I bet I don't even make it. You know,
and you know what's crazy? I have a beat that Barbara Mason that Stop It. I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay.
Mine's totally different.
Really?
From yours, totally different. It's you could hear the same sample, but I'm gonna show it to you when we're done. Watch, and you're gonna trip out because it's like way different. Really? So people could go in and find the same fucking sample, and I guarantee they're gonna flip it different every single fucking time.
Oh yeah.
And I've sampled the same sample 3 times and didn't realize it because it was like years after.
Yeah.
And I go back, I'm like, oh fuck, I already used that one. But every single time out of 3 times was different because it was a different feeling. You know, that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
So how'd you come up with Apakalips?
Shit, this is like 93.
Oh shit.
Like 93, I want to say. I was doing, I think I might have talked about this with you. I was a hype man for a thump artist back in the days, JV, the neighborhood queen. I don't know if you remember.
JV.
She, the Baker Boy. Familiar. The Baker Boys did some shit for her. You know, this is what it means to be a neighborhood queen. it's back in the days, bro. Whenever she was signed up, I mean, I was touring with her, and I mean, I got an opportunity to open up for Biggie and Zapp and Roger. And, yeah, like literally, like this is when Juicy just first came out. But, you know, rocked half the Coliseum, Cypress Hill, Ice Cube, big opportunities, whatever, as far as when I was young, like 17 years old. But the homie that was managing us at the time, E1 from Mad Pro, shouts to E1. He, you know, my name was Psycho, actually. Before.
Okay.
And I was in a group or whatever of MCs, RS3, and it was Lunatic, Maniac, and Psycho. And, yeah, right? It sounded like a fucking wrestling team. I know. But we were saying something about the end of the world, and I said, El fin del mundo, you know. And he's like, why don't you call yourself Apakalips? And I was like, you know, damn,
I like that.
Is that too long? Like, and I was like, you know, nobody has that name. Like, you know, you're talking.
You might hear a lot of cycles.
Yeah, 93, 94. Back then, you had to have a nickname. Back then, like you know, I've known motherfuckers for like 15 years, and maybe I never knew their real name, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Like where everybody was just that. Like where your mom, oye el dopi, va a venir el dopi. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like oh yeah.
Yeah, I could relate to that.
You know what I'm saying? But back in the name, just I was like, you know what? But let me put it as Apaka. And then the lips, like I'm MC, you know, right? So instead of like just Apakalips now, like normal, it was like Apaka. It was really AP, also known as AKA LIPS, Apakalips. So that's how I'll be called Pac. They call me Pac. They call me Lips. They call me Apakalips.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn.
But, yeah.
That's dope.
Okay. That basically took it from, you know. Again, B-boy.
Cycle to
it's that, it's that B-boy, man. I've been B-boy.
So what kind of music did you guys do?
It was, you know, I tried to get her a lot of the hip-hop shit. I would, you know, start putting her shows together. Like, oh, we're going to put this intro from Common Sense, you know, or whatever. Fucking, we're going to... This is the spit these bars, and you know, then we'll go into your songs.
Oh, so what would you do? What
I was just a hype man, but I was still rhyming, like opening up basically for everyone.
Hyping everybody up and shit. Yeah,
exactly.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, that's old school, dude.
What you think? If I go on YouTube, I'll find some videos.
I don't know.
JV the what?
It was all lowrider. JV the neighborhood queen.
JV the neighborhood.
Bro, it's funny on Instagram. I'll be tagged on some shit. Like
I'm gonna look that shit up and I'm gonna see if because I'm pretty good at finding shit.
Yeah, most likely.
You're like, I'm gonna see.
That was so old. I mean, it's not like something that I've tried to be well known as that motherfucker, but you know what I'm saying? Like it was one.
Hey, but people start from somewhere, dude.
No, I mean, I
Tupac.
learned a lot from about the music game. Like, she sold her soul, basically, from the record deals she got. You know what I mean?
Was she
So,
doing good?
I mean, she had a little following and she got her bread up front, but you know, not like they were paying her, big old
Yeah.
fucking stacks and racks and shit.
And it's crazy that you say following, because following back then was like literally had
Bro,
a following.
that's the whole difference of everything, and that's why
Yeah.
as technology grows and things get easier, the appreciation for what is something that was established through fucking blood, sweat, and tears, through literal hard fucking time, manual labor and shit.
Damn,
It loses its value because it's something that seems like it's so easy to come by,
yeah.
and it's not something that is looked at like some. I don't even think it's something as far as authentic, but when you look at hip hop music and the culture, because that's when I think hip hop, I don't think of just music. I think culture. You know what I mean? Like, it's a way of life. But you got a lot of these fakes, a lot of these dummies. I'm not one to use the N word. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I'm called it from my other brothers. You know what I mean? But I feel for real. Like, they call me the white skin and shit, but it's just crazy. It's that I think growing up as a whole variation of cultures and ethnicities and shit, it really makes you understand things. Like,
well,
and I teach my daughter that too.
Yeah, it had to have been different.
Yeah, no, and it's now everything's just too easy. It's, nobody wants to work hard for something. They want to have that quick.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, it took me fucking years to know what it is to
and now the AI.
And now fucking you go online, make me a beat.
I want make me an Apakalips type beat.
Yeah, I want it to sound dope.
That's fucked.
Put Kanye on it.
Damn.
That's literally what the fuck it is.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, I heard that. I even posted it. Biggie doing Mobb Deep's Shook Ones.
Oh yeah, I heard that. The whole lyrics from Shook Ones.
I mean, it literally sounded like Biggie.
Yeah.
And they're even putting that whole clause or whatever, talking about, like, because it's not legal. They can't put that shit out. But there's an AI artist, I think his name is called Ghostwriter.
Yeah. He did the whole Drake shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to find him to sue him.
And he's fucking got
10 million views and shit.
Bro, it's fucking AI.
Banking.
It's AI.
Banking.
That's fucking nuts. So I'm saying this craft, it's not going to be
not for long. Huh?
Not, and that's why Akai's changing NPCs like fucking iPhones.
I think it'll be relevant still.
Well, it has to be,
because think about it. Look how many times throughout generations and all that and years, hip hop has changed so much, and we're like, oh man, that's it. They're gonna kill hip hop. Yeah,
but I think the mindset to what you understood and what we grew up from before, it's that real shit, know?
Yeah.
It's not even about the gritty and the bitches and the, money and all that shit. It was just that fucking music. Like, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. Those two people changed my view on how I rap. And Nas. Those are my top three right there.
Yeah.
Biggie, Pac, all them props always, even Eminem. But Rakim changed the way you listen to a verse or a rhyme.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane through his whole shit. Nas, young fucking genius, I guess you could say. Just knew exactly what.
Yeah, they definitely had like a stamp in the game,
But no disrespect to any other of the other ones like KRS.
Yeah.
Those are godfathers and shit.
Did you watch that movie about Roxanne Shante?
No, I saw that. I watched parts of it, but I didn't get a chance.
So at the end of that movie, throughout the movie, she's talking to this little kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the movie, she goes, "All right, Nasir, you better not be playing." She goes, I want you to write me some raps and I want to hear it. And she's like, I think she said like, if it's not good, I'm gonna slap the shit out you or some shit like that. Yeah. And she's like, you hear me, Nasir? Or some shit like that. I'm like, that was Nas? She been fucking, he been in the game like, like since he was like 9 years old.
Yeah.
He was like 9, 10 years old. And she's like, all right, Nasir. And I was like, oh, that was Nas. So that's why he's as good as he is. Dude,
I mean, I can only imagine over there and why being, that's that.
Took that shit serious.
That hub over there.
Yeah, took that shit serious.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you use an MPC-1. What did you use before that?
I like we were saying, I started on SP12, a lot of DAWs, Fruity Loops, Acid, shit. I was, like I said, I was using fucking MTV Generator back in the days.
That's
then
great.
Moved to the MPC, the Excel 2500, the 1000. I had the 1000. Then I got the Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
Renaissance is the one. That's what that fucking new one is. It's a Renaissance with a fucking big screen.
And so I heard just with like more hard drive space.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For 25.
For 25.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
You might as well just get the 61 key and fucking
you just use that, huh? Because it has a whole
setup like that. The whole shit, yeah. But and then I was like, I had the studio before, and I was like, I want to keep it on the go, and the one it's been treating me nice so far. So.
Yeah, I had it for like a month, and I was using it, and I liked it. But then I sold it back to Guitar Center to get all my podcast shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was like, fuck, I'd rather do the beat table.
Yeah. No,
I think it was a good decision. It was the gold one too.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those are nice.
It was the gold one.
Those are nice.
Yeah, my girl got it for me for Christmas.
Damn, and I was like, what a fucking present.
Yeah. Oh no, she got me way more shit than that. She got me my new interface, my Donner fucking MIDI control keyboard, a new headphone amp.
She's the real MVP, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, she's cool as fuck. She's my number one supporter, man.
That's awesome.
She fucking definitely like. I need a new laptop to like do shit because I like to edit videos and do Photoshop like graphic design shit. Yeah. And so she got me that laptop and shit, like just different shit like that, Yeah. Like, but I told her, I was like, hey, you know how you got me that beat machine? She's like, yeah. She's like, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna go sell that shit back to Guitar Center, and I'm gonna get all my microphones that I need to start a podcast, and wiring and lights and all kinds of shit. She's like, all right, cool. And I've been going hard since February 13th.
That's dope. Well,
and now I get to be in the presence of amazing beat makers such as yourself.
Hey, thank you. And I think you probably did make the wisest choice, because otherwise you'd just be sitting there.
I probably would have used it, but
not to the fullest.
My plan was to get you guys in here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's like a whole other mission, right?
Yeah, I'd rather be doing this, and I could still create because I really love using my MIDI control keyboards and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm right here, giving a platform for you guys to tell your story. And speaking of story, I looked at your credits, and you made a beat for Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
How did that work out?
Man, that was like a very young Nipsey too. I basically, at the time, I was living with Broadway. We had a crib over in San Gabriel, right off San Gabriel Boulevard, and we were pushing, a shitload of production, and him and the other homie. Shouts to Book the Man. They, were pushing beats, and he ended up being one of the guys that was like, hey, I want that one. And when he told me, when they basically said, hey, they want to use this beat, this homie Nipsey Hussle, break bread. But back then, that shit was like. I was happy to see $500 on the beat. You know what I mean? Like, $500 for that beat? Fucking, run that shit. Give that shit. And
that's crazy.
I ended up talking to him on the phone, man. And that you know, when I look at it now, like I literally was on the phone with his ass,
Yeah.
and how big of an influence he became and a
Yeah.
leader, you know.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And to know that I actually was able to speak to the motherfucker, like
Yeah.
it's not motherfucker like that, but you know, but to know that shit, it was like, oh fuck. But he was like, man, you know, come down, you got to come down, and Crenshaw, and got a studio out here, and da da da. And I don't know what happened, as far as like his situation and mine, and we just never reconnected. But I bet you money I would have probably had more than one record with him,
Yeah.
for sure. Like if it was meant to be like that, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
But
you have X Clan. Then you have
I had Brother J. Brother J did. I actually almost
yeah.
have. I have an album with him.
No way.
Never put it out. Never. Yeah, I fucking. He would come over to the crib when I lived in Monrovia, and
Yeah.
he'd come over there. We would record, and I had a little mini small studio, an extra room, and I basically just a shitload of beats. He was just fucking rocking and killing every single one.
Damn.
He ended up using a couple of them for some X Clan stuff, but yeah, I got like maybe about seven. I think I have 6 or 7 tracks with him. Like,
Yeah. So
and,
who else have you made a record for?
you know, and I think this is always a conversation is Digital Underground.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
For
yeah, yeah. That's
Shock
true.
G and
Damn.
Money B, and that was Cali Boogie. That was like the first single that they did for kind of I want to say like their comeback type deal. Um, but yeah, Shock G fucking came in. That motherfucker was a genius. Like,
Damn.
got on the piano.
Yeah, he knew how to play the
Trying,
piano.
yeah, and he singing and doing his thing on shit. But that and you know, I trip out because they're, you know, rest in peace. They're both gone, and I literally had the opportunity to at least make music
Work
with
with
them.
both of them.
Yeah, a lot of underground homies too. You know, Propaganda. Shouts to, you know, him, Tunnel Rats. Um, uh, I mean, I think between anybody else, I was always just trying to shoot for as big heads as I could. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like get it as far as I could. You know, to people already signed or doing pushing stuff. I think a lot of times artists, you know, they don't want to invest in themselves
Yeah.
as much as they should be, and maybe their investments that they're making are not the right ones.
Yeah.
But to each his own, you know.
Look at this big ass sack of weed I just got.
Exactly. No, not even that. Like you know, you got like, oh, I got a couple hundred, fucking buy some whatever fucking bullshit. Like you could have used
Just
that
had an invest in it.
Yeah, but it's that investment into yourself. And again, it's like, and I think that's where production is like. It's not looked at as much, you know.
Yeah.
You look at a DJ before you look at a fucking producer. But that DJ's playing what the fucking producer made.
Mm.
But you got these fucking Coachella fucking millions of fucking thousands, hundreds of thousands of people out there listening to a DJ playing other people's music. And they look at him like a god. But, you know, when it comes down to a Day One or a fucking, you know, Alchemist or whoever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
they're not looked at the same way. But you're literally
Playing his shit.
yeah, I heard a thing. I saw something today, and it said, "Who is music for? Is it for the listener or the player?"
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that. It was a professor?
Yes.
Yeah, I seen that.
And he says, "Well, it's for the listener."
Yeah.
Because the player is the first listener.
Yeah.
And that shit was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That was.
I just talked to somebody about that too.
That was some
like,
deep
that shit
shit.
wowed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but I there's levels to you know, it's just, I think it's kind of like almost like gangbangers, you know, like
Yeah.
claim a set, you know, wear the shit, but when somebody hits you up and it's time to get down, it's like, oh, I don't bang. Yeah, I'm a family man, you know.
Fuck that. I'm trying to go home. What's up?
Exactly.
What's up?
Exactly.
You want some? One of us ain't leaving.
Exactly.
And it ain't me.
Or somebody's leaving asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. But okay, so what's somebody that you would like on your wish list to make a beat for?
Rock him.
Rakim.
That's literally right. Like I
Damn,
haven't.
I'm pretty sure you can make it happen now.
I don't know. I've been like I recently somewhat connected with RJ Payne,
Uh-huh.
or at least got his contact info to submit music to. Like he's fucking stupid. Like that motherfucker
Yeah.
is beyond words. But Rakim, that's like fuck. It's like a dream.
Damn, I think you can make it happen, dude.
I don't know.
The internet rules,
I
bro.
know. I know.
Just tag his ass like all the time.
I know, and I think about that shit sometimes, man. But
You're gonna get it. Watch, you're gonna get.
it's just crazy to me sometimes when I look at like Instagram. Uh, I'm not looking for fake support, or
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
looking
yeah.
for that like. Let me see my hearts and
Yeah,
fucking tag somebody just to name drop or fucking to add to the likes and
yeah,
hashtag like a motherfucker.
yeah,
I have
yeah.
no problem doing that, but I feel like the support it can vary a lot of times.
Yeah, I would say take advantage, utilize as much as you can because
Uh,
you never know. You know what I'm saying?
well, I think it's just because I'm that unknown nobody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I feel like I've been in this game for so long, from beat battles to at the in fucking Chinatown. You know what I mean? At the jazz club back in the days to battles at Galaxy Head Shop on Melrose. But I don't think my story ever made it that far. Besides, Area 51.
Yeah,
But my beats speak for themselves. Like
yeah,
I don't. Again, it's quality over quantity.
yeah.
For me at least.
No, I agree, dude. I agree. But I think, the way the internet is now, if we just keep pushing and keep,
Yeah.
hashtagging and adding, people, I think eventually somebody's going to pay attention because at the end, and you got to know people too. You got to know a little bit of people, to be like, oh yeah, that dude's nice. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I always tell the homies like it has to make sense at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
You can't just it's crazy. I look at things sometimes and I see all these artists, whether it's homie or somebody new, and I can just see like, they're doing everything they fucking can to fucking get their music out and push, and there's some people that'll never see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not knocking anybody's hustle, but
Yeah.
the reality is that's unless you're fucking, Gucci gang and
Unless it's like playing the lottery.
yeah.
Millions of people play that shit, and only what, like 1 out of 10, like 1 through 10 people actually win that shit. You know what I'm saying? Out of millions and millions of dollars. So that to me, that I feel like that's the way it is, dude. Like maybe you got the lucky ticket.
Shit, I'm looking at getting music on TikTok now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like putting my shit in
Yeah.
placements of whatever the fuck it is.
And we can't say that underground hip hop won't be able to make it and go viral on TikTok because fucking Beat Nuts featuring Method Man Sakawol went viral and made them relevant. Like they've always been relevant. They're like one of my favorite hip hop groups and shit. But it made them more.
Yeah.
Like it brought them more out in the light. You know what I'm saying? Because that song went viral on fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's a dope ass sample beat.
Yeah.
Boom bap ass type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we just gotta put it in the right.
I mean, there's so many avenues, I think, and I think that's the difference. Is like since I came from the old school, like I see that part,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm seeing the new part,
Mm-hmm.
and it's almost like that old grumpy man, like, you know what I had to do to get to where I'm at now? I had to walk
Cross
without
through
shoes.
swamps
Yeah,
and
exactly.
alligators and shit.
But it was that era, that time, and you learned, and I feel like I've been in a gumbo since back in 1985, and now you got now, and I see like 17-year-old producers fucking hitting platinum hits
like that,
and it's all on
not even using that or not,
a
just
sample kit, exactly,
Yeah.
on some bullshit, and next
Hey,
thing you know,
like my son says, he's 15 years old and he hears my shit. He goes, "You'll never sell anything."
see,
Yeah. I go, "Why?" He goes, "Cause that's not what kids like."
yeah, it's all changed.
and we're stubborn as fuck. We're stubborn as fuck, and we're like, "Fuck you, you fucking kid."
I mean, but it has to.
But he knows, dog. Like he knows
No.
what he's talking about because he's like, "Fool, that shit's too hip hop." He's like, "Ain't nobody gonna listen to this shit."
Unless you are part of that and were raised like that, like you know, like I got my daughter singing in the car, you know, "Boo boo, was the sound of the police," you know what I mean? Over there banging her head at the back to some KRS, some.
No, yeah, my kids, my daughter's 4 years old and she knows all about Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
all about Wu-Tang, knows all about the music. My son, the one I'm telling you about, he listens to MF Doom and Trap Called Quest and all that shit, and he bumps that shit because I've showed him it and taught him about it, but he's only telling me because he's like, I know you want to make money out of this, but that's not the way.
Yeah.
He goes, if you want to make money, that shit has to slap. And I'm like,
it has to 808 and repetitive hi-hats and
So
I mean, again, not taking away from the new generation and all that. And I've never been a hater. I don't know.
No shit. I wish I could make some shit. I just don't find it in my heart to make shit like that.
No, I think I'm a hater. I think I'm an appreciator, and that's the difference. Like I hold this shit very close to my heart. You know what I mean? Like, because I can think of. Music saved lives, bro. It really, truly does. Some people, it makes their lives. You know what I mean? And everybody wants to be famous.
Yeah.
Everybody, you got 100,000 folks following you on some bullshit. No talent. Give yourself a blue check and pay for it on a monthly and you're good to go.
That's like crazy.
Now now people make themselves famous, even though
Yeah.
Hey, talent is
like
not
we
what
said,
it was.
To each their own.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's people with 3,000 followers and got that blue check. I'm like, man, I thought you had to get like 100,000 followers or some shit to get that shit. But whatever, it's all good. Hey, some people need it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean.
Fuck it.
Again, to each his own.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm just trying to get.
I don't either. I'm
just trying to get the word out to these dope ass beat makers.
Yeah.
These starting off beat makers, these OG beat makers, and I'm just trying to get people to appreciate, the way you grew up.
Yeah.
Like, why are you so dope at what you do? What are you going through to fucking try to get as good as you can get? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's obviously experience is.
We got to go through it.
You have to experience the shit, and I think I always say that with them. Like, my crew is dope as fuck, and it's not egos, it's experience.
Yeah,
that speaks for it.
No,
at the end of the day, your music speaks for itself.
Exactly.
So nobody can tell me something different if I know when something's garbage. Trust me. I not 100% of the shit I'm making is like, oh my god,
Yeah.
But I know I would like to consider myself to fall under a different bracket as far as how long I've been doing it and who I learned from.
Yeah.
And where I found my place for it. And I think everybody has to just find their own formula,
Yeah.
That's why everybody can say, oh, it's a Dre beat. Mm-hmm. That's a Primo beat.
Yeah.
That's a Pete Rock beat. Oh, that's a Scott Storch beat.
Yeah.
There's something out of every single one of them where you hear it and it's like you immediately know who it is.
Yeah.
And that's where I was, not without copying a motherfucker.
Yeah, trying to find your own
style.
Find
my own, like, what it is.
Yeah, your own rhythm, your own style.
And, I'm very picky when it comes to samples. I'll have a shitload. I could fucking play 50 gigs of fucking just samples.
Damn.
But I take my time on,
researching and shit.
Not even researching, just like, how is it going to sound, you know? I remember back in, there was one thing that Will, Black Eyed Peas, those are homies. Grew up with those motherfuckers back in the days, Foundation days. Taboo, Apple, Will. I remember being in Will's car, fucking listening to his beats in his little fucking 1985 fucking yellow Civic hatchback of him playing beats. But I remember I'd go over. I would write some Spanish shit for Taboo.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts to Taboo. Um, and Will would basically say like how he would skeleton a song, and he would get on the mic and be like, put the beat on, and then he would just literally be like, "Dabba dabba da, dabba dabba da, dabba dabba dabba, dabba dabba da," and he would record
Just to
himself.
structure that shit.
He would record himself, and then he would come back, and every single syllable would literally write to that.
Damn.
To find that style in it. But it was kind of the same thing with the beats as well. He would always say like, "What do you hear it? Like, what sound do you hear? How do you hear it?"
Damn.
And his production was way far out.
He's dope.
I mean, he has a ton of hits. You know,
yeah, he's a dope ass beat maker.
But you know, like to me, one of my favorites is High Tech. High Tech.
Oh yeah,
love that motherfucker's beats.
yeah, that was sick.
Alchemist, fucking Knots. Knots is one of my favorites.
Mm.
You know, obviously everybody else that everybody always knows.
Yeah.
But those guys, they had that special. Even Havoc too. He figures that shit out.
Yeah, from Mount Deep and shit. Yeah. Even who's that? Daz.
Yeah, no,
Daz was a beat maker, right?
Daz, no, yeah, he made a shitload of beats for sure. But he was young also.
Yeah, I heard a lot of his shit. And that was sick.
That's that you know, you throwing a Battle Cat amplified and fucking all those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're all
Drevo and all those G-Funk fucking West Coast slappers.
Yeah, that's just dope, dude. I love it, dog. I've always been a fan of beat making. That's why I got into it, because I always heard the beat before I heard the rap. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, if I was to give you a blank check, right, and you were to go to Guitar Center or a website or whatever, what piece of equipment or equipments would you purchase with that blank check?
Damn. I don't know. I mean, that's a stiff one right there. I think I'd probably go into every single department, grab a bass, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, probably a Triton, and I think even sometimes some Guitar Centers have the SSL boards where you can still buy those. Fucking obviously a 61 key. I mean, that's kind of crazy to say that.
You get a whole.
I'd end up and a Snickers at the fucking register.
A Snickers, a fucking Coca-Cola. Yeah. Fucking throw that motherfucker in there.
Give me that shit.
Some fucking cheese. Because I'm gonna be hungry as fuck after I empty this fucking trunk.
I remember going to Guitar Center when that shit was like that was literally like the spot to be. Like fucking motherfuckers would be up in there, just trying to figure out shit. I remember the Triton when I first played the Triton. I fell in love with that keyboard.
Yeah.
The kits they had in there were ridiculous. The R&B bass that they had in the Triton was bananas.
The only reason I asked that question because when I was living in Arizona, when I was living in Tucson, peace up to all my Coalition, Blackbird, Lions Den team out there. When I was out there, I was given a $5,000 check, and this was like 10 years ago.
Oh wow! So it's like a fucking 100,000.
Yeah. So I was given a $5,000 check, and they said, "Go purchase whatever you need for your studio." So I went in Guitar Center, brother. And I took the homies, fool. I was like, vámonos a la chingada. Wow. We went. I got the big old M Audio BX8s, fucking subwoofer, fucking 2 microphones, sick ass headphones, sick ass interface, sick ass. I even got a desktop from Guitar Center. They had a desktop, a music desktop.
Oh,
just the tower. Just the tower.
Like, literally, just
that alone was fucking $1,200.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, throw that in there too. I got me a fucking 64 or 61 key fucking MIDI control keyboard, fucking popper stoppers, fucking. I got and we just rented out a spot to use as our studio. So we connected all that shit up. Fucking, it was like
fucking
I asked that question
rich.
because that's how I felt. Even though it was only 5,000, but
5,000 can take you a long way when it comes.
It felt like I had a blank check because I was like, throw that on there, throw that, and I still had like 500 left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
I still had $500.
You know, it's crazy when you say that though, as far as like spending money and doing all that, and again, the big homie Broadway, you know, one day he broke it down to me real serious, and it was like, look, you could have the $1 million producer having fucking everything
you can imagine
inside of fucking this big ass studio. You can have this homie with an MPC and one busted speaker.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's beats
banging
will not born this motherfucker. And that's what it isn't what you have, it's what you do with it.
It's how hungry you are.
It's what is your creativity.
Yeah.
You know
I agree. I agree.
I don't think it's what the newest gear is that's gonna help me make better beats.
Yeah.
It's gonna help me cheat to make better beats.
Yeah.
But I think it's you have to know how to produce a beat. It's different when it's like, okay, is it a 2-bar? Is it a 4-bar? Is it an 8-bar? Yeah. What you know? What's the time correction on the shit? What's the BPM? What are we gonna? What percentage of swing are we gonna throw on that bitch? You know, there's people that are very precise and intricate. And sometimes you know that there's that person that's just I didn't mean to push that shit, but just that simple like beam, beam. You know. And then you got those motherfuckers that are live. I don't do that shit. Yeah. I'm not on that shit like fucking Blackjack and fucking, you know, all those motherfuckers that...
A-Rap with the A-Rap music.
Motherfuckers crazy.
So if I was to give you a plane ticket, right? And with that plane ticket, you go to a destination to create an album. Where would that destination be?
Amsterdam. Rotterdam, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
My peoples are over there. Shouts to Mac, Chino, Acquisition, Mike Redman.
So you already got a place to stay.
Oh yeah, I got folks.
So we're going to Amsterdam.
Yeah, I'm serious. Now we
Apakalips, ELEOHAH, fucking album tour. Coming soon.
No, we did. We toured out there 2 years. At the Rent Festival, Area 51. And we did like the catwalk over there. We did the Sugar Factory, like the main motherfucker in Amsterdam. Right, like open right there, and the whole shit in the middle. That shit made me look at life like completely different, bro. You would go over there. The girls were more hip hop than the homies over here.
Damn.
Where they would be sitting there fucking busting Sonic fucking raps. Like
knowing everything,
every single fucking bar.
Damn.
From back in the days, like it was nuts. And then they would get on their bikes and just fucking right off
with a little basket in the back and shit.
Yeah, I remember we saw Primo there DJing like at like 4 in the fucking morning.
Damn.
And motherfucking the females were
wildin'.
Crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I'd go there. I can't see myself going anywhere else. I think I'm too scared to go any fucking where else. You know? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be fucking coming back and shit.
Kidnapped and shit.
Yeah, but over there, that shit was crazy. Red light, fucking, you know, vending machines, shrooming over there, fucking. It was.
Yeah, you might end up living out there, though.
No, I couldn't.
You won't do shit.
It's like living in Vegas. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
you won't do shit. You just be fucking partying all the time.
Oh, and shit. Man. Yeah. Because it would be crazy. They would close the clubs at like 5 in the morning and be like, oh, we got to close. But we're going to be open at 6 in the morning. So we'd be fucking drinking.
For like an hour.
For like an hour. They go back and just keep partying and shit.
That's crazy. So everybody watching this, what do you have to tell them? What do you want to tell everybody that's going to watch this?
Man, I think it's not like a PSA or anything, but it's like really, if you really have a love for this culture, for this music, if you are a producer, an artist, DJ, graffiti artist, b-boy, fucking beatboxer, like we have to keep continuing to push the real culture.
Yeah, amen.
And not pushing it just as a message, but really like the youth.
Yeah.
If they don't know about something,
yeah.
How the fuck are they ever gonna know?
Yeah.
You know,
if we don't show them,
we have to continue to educate. Those who consider themselves part of this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna be a 100% hip hop motherfucking dude overnight.
Yeah.
And it's that pay your dues. That it's simple as that.
There it is.
Mad Circle said it perfectly.
Yeah. See? Like Apakalips said, pay your fucking dues. You know what I'm saying?
Pay the motherfucking dues, motherfuckers.
Let everybody know the love of hip hop.
No, man, for sure.
This shit ain't just a genre, it's a fucking lifestyle.
It is, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a religion for a lot of motherfuckers. I'm telling you, it's I almost at times with music I can't talk to people.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh no, you're just bitter old fucking. And again, out there, if you are watching this, no disrespect to anybody doing their thing that's been doing it. Fucking much love and respect to all of y'all. Even more the new generation. I just hope that you start educating yourself as much as you educate yourself on things that will not matter in a year or two.
Yeah.
But educate yourself with things that are going to keep you actually be something a fixture, a foundation wise. You know.
Yeah.
It's making classic music. It's not making bullshit music. You know.
There it is. Stay on your fucking game.
There you go. Say that shit.
When we get back, Apakalips is gonna play some fucking dope ass beats. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to just jump into it? I think he wants to just jump into that shit. Yo, it's the motherfucking beat table with Apakalips. Let him know what the fuck's up. Let's go. You guys are live in effect with Apakalips, the one and only, on the fucking beat table. We are live. What up, what up, what up?
What a dookie, what a dookie.
Yeah. Lex Givel. Hearts for me. Beats by monotone. What up, what up?
fool too long. Say, I've been your fool too long. Say, I've been your fool too long. Say, I've been your fool too long. Say, I've been your.
Here we go.
Apocalypse got that heat. If you're looking for that heat, Apocalypse got that heat.
The world is in need, is in need, is in need.
Just going through them.
Here it goes, here it goes. That one right there.
Got that right?
That's why I love this shit, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm flowing through.
That shit nice.
He wants his money. Give him his money and let us just get the fuck out of here.
Hey, just give us the fucking money. I swear my fucking mother, if you touch her again, you're dead.
Okay.
You know why Jimmy Sister was in jail? Was a genie because he wanted to get away from her. That's why. Karen, we just pull up. Still gonna go out. Nothing to worry about. Get fucking life out of
That one was nice.
Feel that one.
That one was nice. That one was epic.
That's that battle shit.
That's that battle shit.
That's that old fucking White Cliff shit. Feel good.
Yeah, Apakalips in the building with the motherfucking beat table. West Coast in the building. Wild Will, a grenade in the building. What up, what up, what up? DJ Warlock 1 in the building. What up, what up? Mad Weezy in the building. Now in tune with Apakalips. The motherfucking beat table. Live in effect. Yeah, Apakalips is letting them have it. He's like, I'm gonna let these motherfuckers have it.
Fuck it.
Uh-oh.
We ain't got nowhere to go.
Uh-oh. He's pulling out the 50 cows. He's pulling out the 50 cows.
Damn, I think Apakalips is the first pre-recorded beat maker to go an hour and a half. He's like, fuck that, you guys are gonna hear my beats.
Yeah.
Gorilla Strong, what up, what up?
Oh,
We got Apakalips in the building. On the motherfucking beat table. Oh man, this is for my smokers out there. Where's my weed smokers? Smoke to this.
Crazy on these beats.
That's right, motherfucker.
We're about to give you guys one more. And then this old motherfucker gotta go to bed. I gotta have my dreams, my wet dreams, my nightmares. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Peace out. Instagram.
Peace and love, y'all.